Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938, Matson celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus, Guam's leader in sustainability and electric vehicles. Learn more at carsplusguam.com. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime, a man convicted in a brutal Thanksgiving Day attack at a Dededo barbershop learns his fate. The judge reading the victim's impact statement in open court. Plus, Decision 2022 in the CNMI isn't over. Two of the teams in the gubernatorial race will go head-to-head again in a runoff election. And two local middle schools beyond repair force education leaders to announce a major move that will affect two high schools. Daniel Perez with the details on what four public schools will face in the new year.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Hannah Devonzo. So glad you could join us. In 19 years, that's how long Frank Ayatasi will spend in prison for the brutal attack on an elderly woman at her Dededo barbershop.
The attack happening on Thanksgiving Day nearly 3 years ago. Ayatasi blaming his actions on the drug ice, which he says he smoked prior to repeatedly beating his barber unconscious.
Thanksgiving morning 2019 at Bejado's barbershop in Dededo was a real-life nightmare for 61-year-old shop owner. She was brutally beaten and left to die by this man, Frank Ayatasi. Ayatasi was one of her customers.
I suffer with physical pain from this incident that will need to be treated for a very long time. I suffer with psychological and mental disorder due to this crime. I suffer with high amounts of anxiety and panic attacks daily. I am so scared to be alone at home at my place of business.
Nearly 3 years later, Superior Court Judge Alicia Riarte reading the woman's statement in open court during her attacker's sentencing.
I'm afraid to meet new people or even clients because I have flashbacks of Frank nearly beating me to death and leaving me to die in my place of business. Due to everything that has happened to me, I had even tried to end my life because of this trauma. But I have a son and cannot do that to him.
The shop owner deciding not to attend Ayatasi's sentencing, the judge reading out loud how the woman recalls being punched, kicked, and stepped on repeatedly. Ayatasi even strangled her with a cord. Doctors even saying it was a miracle she got away without becoming paralyzed, adding her broken bones nearly punctured her arteries.
I used to love talking with people and my clients, socialize and mingle while cutting their hair. Now that my hands are permanently damaged, it makes my job so much harder to do, and socializing with new clients makes me very nervous and scared because of the trauma Frank has scarred me with.
The court sentencing Ayatasi to 19 years for robbery and theft of property after he shared this.
To my victim, and the respect I have for the courtroom, I am really sorry, and there's no excuse of my behavior. I apologize. Thank you. God bless you, Your Honor, and God bless Guam.
And police updating us today that the 40-year-old man killed in a serious two-car crash in Barrigada died from blunt force trauma to the head. Autopsy results released today show Alvin Isaac's manner of death ruled an accident. The crash happening last Friday night along Route 10 in Barrigada near the local middle school. 4 others were injured in the crash but have since been treated for their injuries and released from the hospital. Guam Highway Patrol officers are investigating Isaac's death, marking the 13th traffic-related fatality this year.
The drowning reported at the Hagåtña Boat Basin last month has been ruled an accident. It took police nearly 3 weeks to get the results of the autopsy for the 40-year-old fisherman found underwater just off Paseo on October 22nd. As KUAM News reported, a swimmer told authorities he was retrieving a buoy near the mouth of the channel when he found the body submerged. The fisherman's name has not yet been released, and still no word on how long he was down there before he was found.
Well, were they fans of the acai treats or just looking to make a quick getaway for a quick buck?
That's the question after a popular cafe on island found that their trailer they used for their business was stolen. Owners speaking with KUAM today, hoping the community can help them track it down.
Mighty Purple Cafe is a hot spot for locals and visitors on island. The owner, Rocky Alcantara, arrived to his office in Hagåtña to see it missing from the parking lot. While it was parked next to the courthouse, that didn't stop the culprit from making a break with it. The owner sharing he's not surprised.
I know people are probably looking for some outlet to try and maybe make a few bucks or so, and maybe they saw that this is an opportunity to do so.
The incident is upsetting for the owner.
It's saddening to know that, it's been here for a while now, and this has never happened before where they actually took it and left with it.
Alcantara shares they use the Mighty Purple trailer regularly for events around the island. If you see their canteen, please contact the Guam Police Department at 671-475-8615 or call Mighty Purple at 671-989-0959.
And a series of bills to lease public land to the local Micronesian community organizations has drawn opposition from Chamorro activist groups. They're critical of providing non-native groups with property while thousands of indigenous people have been waiting for years to return to their ancestral land.
Mr. Lecanto reports.
A 1993 law set aside a large tract of land in Dededo, just south of Ukudu High School, to be leased to civic and cultural organizations to build clubhouses or places to gather. A number of Filipino groups, the Palau Association and others, have already been allocated lots, and 3 bills by Senator Clint Rigel would approve similar leases for the Kosrayan, Chukis, and Kuchu groups to build their own cultural centers.
So that they can offer culturally based outreach and programs that I believe will ultimately improve the quality of life on Guam and foster friendships and collaboration between the people from the FSM who now reside on Guam and the Chamorro people.
State Clearinghouse Director Stephanie Flores says the administration supports such centers, which could serve as a positive influence for islander youths.
What we have found is that a number of children, particularly those who are at risk, benefit from being proud and understanding their cultural identity, whatever that might be.
But Nacion Chamorro's Catherine Flores McCollum says recent law provides that government lands not dedicated for public use should go to the Chamorro Land Trust or Ancestral Lands Commission.
Why do we have to take homeland? Land that should go back to our people. My people are still disassociated with trying to get their lands back. They're still disassociated from being on the list to be called to have a property that they're going to live in. Remember what we've went through. Don't let us go through this again. Chamorro Land Trust land should be Chamorro Land Trust people that should be in that property. I'm sorry, that's how I feel.
But GITA Director Melanie Mendiola, speaking in her personal capacity, spoke of her father, who is half Kosrayan, and the positive contributions all cultures make.
I don't really care where your parents are from, but if you're here to make a contribution to this land, to Guam, thank you and welcome home. These organizations, from everything that I've learned about them over the last few years, are here to serve, and so I believe the answer the legislature should give them is also thank you and welcome home.
It's my hope that while we all celebrate and share our unique cultures, that we will all ultimately see that we have a lot more in common with one another than we realize.
For KUAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
And Governor Lou Leon Guerrero has signed 7 bills into law. They include legislation by Vice Speaker Tina Muñoz Barnes that would guarantee certain workplace accommodations for pregnant workers, and a measure by Senator Frank Blas Jr. that would establish a Guam Criminal Law Procedure Review Commission to conduct the first comprehensive review of local criminal statutes in about 50 years. And also signed was Speaker Therese Terlahi's measure to update current law on emergency medical services to establish initial license fees and training and skill requirements.
Stick around, we have more news ahead here on Primetime.
Keep it here to KUAM News.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
I want my streaming. I want my TV. Ooh, streaming TV. Switch between live TV and your favorite streaming apps with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch your shows in multiple devices all at the same time, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings for only $35 a month with your Link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, streaming TV.
Enjoy the deliciously saucy McRib. Only for a limited time and only at McDonald's.
The legendary McRib is back. Pair it with fries and a drink for a limited time. What you need to know from the Northern Marianas. Follow KUAM CNMI on Instagram for the latest regional headlines.
Decision 2022 is not over in the Northern Marianas, at least for the gubernatorial race.
Regional correspondent Tomas Manglotnia reports on the upcoming runoff election between Independent Lieutenant Governor Arnold Palacios and Republican Governor Ralph Torres.
A gubernatorial runoff election will be held between Independent Lieutenant Governor Arnold Palacios and Republican Governor Ralph Torres.
Every day is going to be different because we have to be constantly working from here on out.
House Democrat Sablon Staffler got 28% of the votes. Palacios Apatang captured 33% and 38% voted for Torres Sablon. Independents and Democrats are now forming a coalition to defeat Torres Sablon.
We will take a look at the type of programs and the type of policies that Tina and Leila has put together to forge those transformational changes in government.
The runoff election will occur 14 days after the Commonwealth Election Commission certifies the results. 77% of 19,329 registered voters showed up in the general election, with a majority opting for a Democrat or independent governor.
That's more than 60% of the voters across the Marianas agreeing that we cannot afford another 4 years with Ralph Torres as governor.
KUAM asked how their criticism of the independents has changed.
Circumstances have changed. We were the ticket running for real change and on a platform of good governance. And now that we are not going to be in the runoff, the better option from our perspective is Arnold Palacios and David Apatang.
Torres Sablon will be holding a press conference late Thursday. Tomas Manglotnia for KUAM News on Saipan.
And if you have a middle schooler at FB Leon Guerrero and Ocean View, listen up. Your child may have to go to another campus in the new year.
The decision comes as growing safety issues are spotted at both campuses. Daniel Perez reports.
From chunks of concrete falling from the ceiling at one school to heavy mold at another, middle schoolers at FB Leon Guerrero and Ocean View middle schools will be forced to finish out the school year at another campus. Guam Department of Education Acting Superintendent Francis Santos making the announcement during a Guam Education Board meeting today.
Okadu has now been chosen as the location where the FB Leon Guerrero student populations, faculty and staff of approximately 1,000 kids and an additional 80 staff will be their new home in the interim basis as we begin to repair, renovate FB Leon Guerrero. That decision was made in consult with our team down here together with the principals, where they selected Okadu, because Okadu is large enough from a capacity standpoint to handle 1,000 kids, okay, without going into double session.
Parents at Okadu High shared frustration with KUAM over the impending move that goes into effect on January 6th. Santos says a modified school schedule will be set up to prevent double session and avoid interaction between the middle schoolers and high schoolers. For Ocean View Middle, students and staff are also set to move, GDOE announcing they will share a campus with Southern High. However, no word yet on when that move will occur.
With respect to Ocean View, I met with the faculty, addressed their concerns. and answered the questions specific to who made the decision, why was this date chosen, and the one question that came up in the discussion is, can we delay the move? Okay, and possibly hold off till summer. That is currently under discussion.
Sanchez says that while the plan for their move isn't final, education leaders also want to avoid the middle school and high school students from getting mixed up while sharing one facility. Sanchez adding repairs are ongoing at Southern High for the air conditioning systems to accommodate the move of 400 Ocean View students and staff. As for busing the students, that's also part of the details GDOE still needs to sort out. Daniel Perez, KUAM News.
And 7 applicants make it to the next round of review to be the Guam Department of Education's next superintendent. The Guam Education Board putting the issue up for discussion today during their meeting. Details, however, were discussed in secret.
During the public meeting, board members went into executive session to discuss the pool of applicants. This is typically done to discuss the personnel matters that come up with filling the leadership position. The Education Board, however, did decide that December 3rd will be the day that applicants will be interviewed for the position. We're coordinating for a cause in green for National Scholarship Month.
It's a special time to raise awareness for scholarship opportunities for both current and future college students. Matsuki Hirayama has more.
Happy National Scholarship Month. With the rising cost of living, it's becoming more difficult for students to afford a higher education. It's why the University of Guam Endowment Foundation is raising awareness for scholarship opportunities. Sean Wegner is the Associate Director.
We actually just started our G is for Giving campaign. It goes from November 1st to December 31st. We call it GIG, G is for Giving. It's kind of a spinoff or extension of the Giving Tuesday national campaign. And this focuses on raising funds for student scholarships for the students at UOG.
It's thanks to the generosity of donors that just last month they were able to give $42,000 in scholarships to financially support UOG students seeking a degree.
And we have about 23,000 currently available in scholarship form on our website. They can go to give.uog.edu.
The scholarship application process may seem intimidating, which is why they're hosting a scholarship workshop to answer all of their questions.
I think, there's always the same questions, like, do we have to do an essay, or do we have to be a great top 4.0 student, and it all really depends. But a lot of the information that they're looking for really is on the website already. But sometimes it's better to just talk one-on-one with someone that they can just answer you right then and there.
The scholarship workshop will be on November 15th from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. at UOG School of Business and Administration Multi-Purpose Room. You can also check out give.uog.edu for more information. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
And it's that time of the week where we hit the road to show you some awesome island real estate.
It's time for Properties in the Tropics.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Hafaday, I'm Melody Blas.
And I'm Douglas Perez. Welcome to another edition of Properties in the Tropics with RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Today we take you to Manilao, where our featured property is tucked away in a gated complex on Dimas Street. Populated with lovely houses and quiet neighbors, Dimas Street has long been one of the nicest neighborhoods in Manilao. Now with more housing options than ever, more residents can call this area home. One such option is Sagan Camilla.
Sagan Camilla is located off the Route 10 and Route 15 intersections, making it ideal for traveling to any part of the island. It is close to schools, restaurants, shopping, and outdoor activities. Sagan Camilla opened its gates to the public in 2018, offering 24 townhomes and 2 floor plans to choose from. Drawing from the concept of elegant city living, these units feature approximately 2,700 square feet spread out over 3 stories and an expansive loft space. The first thing you'll notice with both floor plans is the enclosed garage with ample space for 2 cars and light storage. Step through the door, and you're immediately greeted by elegant winding stairs. Step up or down into spacious living and dining areas flooded by natural light and so much space for entertaining or spending quality time with family.
Continue up the winding stairs to the living quarters featuring timeless wood grain tiling and tons of closet space. Make your way to the top of the stairs and you'll find yourself standing in an oversized loft begging you to convert it to a personal sanctuary of your choosing. Units in Building A feature a large terrace adjacent to the loft with relaxing views of the neighborhood. Imagine barbecuing or lounging with a refreshing beverage after a long day. Whichever layout you choose, there is no shortage of space. Both floor plans have a total of 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, indoor laundry, 2-car garage, and loft areas.
Both floor plans are approximately 2,700 square feet, including garage and storage space, and they lease for $2,500 a month. Call us today for more info. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. That's us, Douglas Perez
and Melody Bloss with RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this week's show.
See you next week for another episode of Properties in the Tropics.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Now for a look at your world at home. Here's a view captured today of the sunny beach side at the Hyatt Regency in Tumon Bay. Another beautiful day here in paradise.
A nice day to hit the beach and go into the water. The Guam National Weather Service predicting Veterans Day on Friday will be partly sunny with scattered showers. Chance of rain is about 30%.
My name is Lisa Tahaji. I'm from the village of Yamatic. I lost my job during COVID. For 1 year, I was staying with a family member, but I knew I had to find a place to stay. I was desperately looking for a home. I found out about the Relief Center from the Governor Liu and Lieutenant Governor Josh's Facebook page. I wasn't sure if they could help, but I thought I'd take a chance. I walked into the center and the staff were so understanding and compassionate, they helped me. Within a week, through their assistance, I was called to sign a lease agreement. My kids and I now have a roof over our heads, and I'm grateful for the help of the administration and the Relief Center. For anyone who needs any government assistance, I encourage you to visit the Relief Center. They are there to help.
Introducing the new Choice Bundles from GTA. Choose from the services you want and save big when you bundle. Fast internet speeds, unlimited mobile data, digital TV that you can stream anywhere, and digital home phone for Guam's most reliable network. The more you choose, the more you save. Over $1,000 a year. And for a limited time, bundle Internet 75 or higher and get a $100 account credit. Visit GTA.net and use our bundle calculator to see how much you can save. GTA, we start with you.
My name is Leonza Selvage, and I have a 4-year-old daughter who goes to lots of learning daycare. So with the rising cost of living, it helps tremendously with bills. I don't have to worry about paying for childcare services. Knowing that this program is offered to our people, most especially our children, I think something to definitely be grateful for. I learned about Programan Panilan from the mayor's offices here, and my initial reaction to the program, I was actually in disbelief that this program offered free childcare services to our people. I wanted to give my mom a break for a little bit, so when I found out about the program, I jumped right on it. I was relieved because childcare at no cost. I'm thankful for this program because I don't have to worry about an extra set of bills coming my way. I'm grateful to the governor, the lieutenant governor, everyone behind the scenes that made this happen.
Need help paying for childcare? Guam families can receive financial support through Programan Pinilan. Learn more and apply at guamchildcare.com.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. I'll get to some programming news on how you can catch this Monday's NFL games. But first off, some men's basketball highlights from the jungle at FD. Check it out. Clutch Guam and Guam Elite Basketball's All-Island Alumni Basketball Tournament is being played at the Jungle in Manilao. The Take Care Geckos and Bulldogs lacing up in the men's division. DJ Osborne pulls down the rebound and goes the length of the court for the finish on 3 defenders. Bulldogs player Alvin Aroman with the assist to Tristan Valdez, who gets to the rim for 2 points. Corner 3 no good by the Bulldogs. Jose gets out running for the Geckos after securing the rebound. Jose attacking the basket for the nice finish off the window. John Loreno with the mid-range in full effect, 58-54. Geckos with 1:30 left to play. Jose scoops up the loose ball here and works his way down court. Check out the no-look dime to Jose as Ken Brazo was saucing him up. The Geckos went 6 for 6 at the free throw line to help secure the win, 63-54. DJ Osborne with the strong finish, fighting through contact for the basket and one. Make sure to check out Brawl tomorrow at the Dusit Thani Hotel in Tumon. Tickets are available at CS at the Matua Lounge, located at the Holiday Resort Guam. Now for some programming news on the stations of KUAM. Monday, November 14th at 4 in the morning, NFL on CBS, the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Switch the channel over to KUAM TV 8 at 11:15 in the morning. NBC Sunday Night Football, the Los Angeles Chargers at the San Francisco 49ers.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
The all-new Hyundai Tucson.
Howdy, folks. Nobody loves a Guam potluck more than I do. That's why I always bring my world-famous chicken, served any way you like it. Original recipe, extra crispy tenders, Kentucky Fried Wings, and more. All right. And nothing completes a meal like KFC's signature sides. Hot mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a flaky biscuit. The world's favorite chicken, right here on the island, and only at KFC Guam. Whoops! Well, it is finger-licking good.
And finally, tonight, your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-outs you submitted on KUAM.com.
Thursday, happy birthday wishes going out to Pauline Lizama, who gets blessings from a very, very loving and proud familia. Happy birthday, Pauline. And Nevia Ignacio, happy birthday, lucky number 7. Your shout out says we love you and wish you the best day ever.
And that's our show. But before we go tonight, you may have seen our special report on social media this afternoon. One of us will not be returning to the show after today.
Well, tonight is my last newscast at KUAM. I want to start by saying, Nick, it's been great sharing the anchor desk with you. Even though it's been short, I've had such a great time. I will miss my KUAM family, but I know I'll be seeing all of you guys again. And to the viewers at home, thank you for allowing me to deliver you the news for the last 14 months. I've loved getting to meet so many of you out in the community, and you all are what made the job so rewarding for me. And as for my future plans, I will be relocating to our nation's capital, and I'm excited for this next chapter ahead.
Right. Oh, well, we're all excited for you. It's been such a pleasure. We want to show, I know we posted this on social media earlier, some of those in the comments already this afternoon saying thank you, sharing cheers of emojis there. Best wishes to you on your new journey. You will surely be missed with the heart emojis there, wishing you Safe travels. All the best to you. Bon voyage. And
thank you, Nick.
Hannah Devanza, ciao.
Gonna miss you.
Good night.
Good night.